Item number 2, Yuba City Arts. Welcome back, David.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, great to be back. Thanks for the invitation. It's an honor to follow our friend and frequent collaborator, James Oxner. We've done a lot of projects together the last few years, and great to hear about the expansion plans. Whoop, what happened? I didn't touch anything. What happened? So I wanted to give you a quick update tonight, specifically related to Yuba City. We're a two-county agency and work very hard to serve both counties, both communities, along with all 4 incorporated cities and everything in between. I'm sorry, I'm on auto dial here apparently. Is that going to, is just to keep me on track? You know, vision statements aside, we do want to change the way you think about art. But a quick look at our board of directors, many of whom live in Yuba City, including Mayor Harris. We are a nonprofit, and we are the official local arts agency of the California Arts Council. In fact, next week I'll be presenting to both boards of supervisors for our annual reauthorization. That's something we do each year. That's just a pretty picture, umbrella sky. We do that in our courtyard in Marysville between our theater and art gallery, and looking for a place to do it somewhere else. We do a lot of school-based programs. We've just completed hosting both the Yuba City and River Valley High School art shows in our gallery. We're also part of the Congressional Art Competition and have had tremendous participation from Yuba City schools. Poetry Out Loud is an annual program. Participation is off the charts. We had over 50 students from this side, from Sutter County, mostly Yuba City and River Valley. Is there any way to stop that, or?
It's part of your program.
Yeah, that's dialed in, darn. I'll just go back a little bit. Scholastic Writing Awards is a new one that we started 2 years ago in conjunction with the Sutter County Museum, where we offer, again, high school students the opportunity to present their creative writing and artistic work for adjudication on a regional and then national level. Tremendous participation, again, from Yuba City students. We worked with the Youth Commission last year on their art show. A lot of beautiful work there, and some of the pieces turn up in various venues, and they get multi-use, but we appreciate that. Last year, we brought back to Sutter County the very special Arts Festival, which Butte Vista School hosts for us. We began our arts educator program, and Pam Novak in the center, lower right, Yuba City High School Art Department lead, was our first winner. We're very proud of our veterans in the arts programs, both the bronze face casting as well as the portraits of veterans, where we photographed over 400 local veterans. And then most recently now, we're in the midst of our Ceramics for Veterans program, both doing hand building kind of projects as well as wheel throwing classes taught by an Air Force veteran, Chris Thompson, who went on to get an MFA degree. You know about the Applause series of shows that we've hosted in our theater, all with the ultimate goal of helping raise money to get the Sutter Theater back open on Plumas Street. And our good friend Terry Tomlinson, we work with her team to get artists into the theater gallery. Again, another fundraising component of the Sutter Theater. This is James Library in Live Oak. We did a big mural project up there. And I show this Live Oak Mural Marathon picture only because we're going to be doing that in Yuba City this year, working with Supervisor Flores. His building right there at Feather River Mills that's got multiple panels on it. We're going to put that together for this summer. You've seen the utility boxes, and we're working with staff currently to do an additional set of 10, I think, utility boxes that are being chosen by the city. So we appreciate the funding for that project. This one was one done actually by students at Yuba City High School, led by Pam Novak. I've got a lot of students from Yuba City participating in our Yuba Sutter Youth Choir. Now in its, well, I guess we're just entering our 3rd year. We do open mic nights at Justin's Kitchen. We host from Sutter Yuba Health, the Tri-County Diversity Group, LGBTQ students that come together once a month for films related to some of their issues. We publish a quarterly journal, and this is, thanks to Mayor Harris, pet project that we actually brought to life in our Play It Again Street Pianos project. So we're kicking this off officially this week. The piano on the right is out in front of Justin's Kitchen. The business owner rolls it out during the day. Got it? The other one, the yellow one, is out on D Street in Marysville. But Thursday night at Justin's, we'll be hosting a party with pianists coming out to play the piano, and then Friday night we'll be on D Street. Mayor Harris, you'll be there, working on your chopsticks or whatever.
That's all I got.
All right, cool. We brought back the Day of the Dead event a number of years ago, hosting it now at our campus in Marysville. We've done world music events, working with Phoenix Dance and Drum, group out of Sacramento, One-Eyed Riley out of Sacramento, and a lot of these concerts are being held in Yuba City. For the love of Frida, we're actually moving to the Sutter County Museum in Yuba City this year. It's gotten bigger. Jessica's very interested in that. Harvest the Arts, this is a little bit out of the city, but still Sutter County, and that's our biggest fundraiser of the year. Art, Wine, and Wickets was actually how we raised the initial funding for the utility boxes that we paid for at the Arts Council. It caught on, and people got interested, and then the city's been very supportive of that. We started art crawls a couple of years ago on Plymouth Street, putting artists in various restaurant locations and then taking people on an art crawl from business to business. And I understand a local business owner is picking that idea up now and running with it. So, cultural planning, some of you have been to presentations about this process. I won't read all the fine print. It's a good thing. We've just shared the data from the needs assessment survey that we did. We'll publish that for one and all here in the next week or so. The actual research was done by the Yuba Community College District head researcher, Dr. Emma Blackthorne. And of course, we're working with the EDC to share that data on their economic development strategy project on which committee I sit. So again, very quick, sorry for the jumping back and forth, but that gives you kind of a sense of some of that behind the scenes stuff we do. And I didn't mention something else we started this year. It's a program called Jumpstart. It's a very significant grant we received from the state to bring arts education to at-risk and incarcerated youth in the community. So we worked both with the Yuba County Office of Ed and Sutter County Office of Ed. We currently have African drum and dance instructors going into Albert Powell and Feather River Academy on a weekly basis, along with a poet, a nationally recognized poet who happens to live here locally, who we hire to go in and spend time with those students in those schools. They get some basic arts education, but we kind of help ratchet it up a little bit. The administrators love it. The teachers that we support love it. So that's been a great program. Again, fairly new, and again, not something we put all over the front page of the paper, but a little glimpse of the kinds of things we do, and as usual, there's much more. We appreciate the funding for the utility boxes. I'll just leave you with a general request, and if there's a more formal process, as I have heard a little bit about this evening, to ask for funding. I think it's been quite a while since we've asked for some general operational funding, and if that's available and a possibility within whatever the budget cycle is, we'd certainly like to try to take advantage of that and make that formal request. So, any questions?
I think so.
Through the mayor, awesome presentation. You got a lot of things going on, good
Yeah.
things too. If I remember correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong, there was something going on with the water tank in a project too.
There is.
Can you enlighten us?
The latest was, there were some changes here, as you're well aware. We're in the process of reviewing the call to artists, looking at the document that we created last year, and working with staff on that to see what direction we want to take going forward. Utility boxes are a little easier, a little more manageable budget-wise and project-wise, but I know the water tower project is still very much on the horizon, and we'll respond as soon as staff is ready to move us forward. So,
Appreciate the update. Thank you.
yes, sir.
Through the mayor. Ditto's great presentation. I went to one of your presentations over in Marysville like 3 months ago, I think it was. I ran into the mayor, and you guys are doing great things. Kudos there. I have a request from you, or more or less a question. I've noticed as I've become more familiar the last couple of years with the arts here in our area that we seem to only focus on Yuba City High, River Valley, maybe Marysville. Why are we not reaching out to all, or can you reach out to all the others? You got the Marysville Charter for the Arts. You've got charter schools over here. You got Faith Christian. You got St. Isidore's. It seems like if we're going to be a regional, that we should be regional. So can we reach out and get more of our students involved than just our?
We do.
Okay.
Trust me. I personally build or update the email list for all the teachers and administrators each year. No one's ever been able to say, okay, David, here are all the English teachers, arts teachers, music teachers for each district. Of course, there are 14 or 15 in Sutter County, 5, I believe, in Yuba County. And we do. And for example, though, it takes time, I think, for some of the ideas and programs to gel. This year, our local Sutter County Poetry Out Loud winner was from Sutter County. They've never participated before. And I'm Sutter High School,
Okay.
excuse me. The issue, and I've been a teacher in the classroom, it's like one more thing to do, and God love them. They work like crazy, as you all know. And it's like, all right, Reed wants me to do poetry out loud. What the hell is that? How long is that going to take? And I mean, even if they're into poetry, and they are, the English teachers. So we just gently nudge. And sometimes they come on board. Scholastic Art and Writing Awards is a new one. This year, we doubled the entries on the writing category. And now that's a 7-county program, but locally, and I track it very closely because it's, Yuba Sutter is our home base. Just locally, the participation levels have come up. Same thing with congressional art competitions. So believe me, Councilman Shaw, I want more of that local participation, and we'll keep doing what we can to drive up the numbers. And I've got to take a lead from James and come back with more numbers next time to show you the number of students participating from the schools and, county by county breakdowns and city by city. So
Thank you. I'll help spread the word
Oh,
to all
please,
the different
yeah.
ones. I just,
No.
from the things I've seen, it always says
I
Yuba
know.
City, River Valley,
Yeah.
Yuba City, River Valley. And I went,
And
we've got so many other kids in the area. I just
Sure.
didn't know if it was limited to them or not. And pardon my ignorance, but
No.
but,
And Sutter County's really the rock stars in general. I struggle a little bit with our friends in Yuba County. So it's like, come on, get on board. We're doing this good stuff. So yeah, we'll continue to work hard in that direction and increase participation.
all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Anything?
Hi, through the mayor. Dave, Abby, you guys, it's just, I can't. I mean, I'm there with you guys, and the work that you do is just, I was at Justin's, and I did see the piano, Mayor, and I tried to play a few notes. They were just really bad. Exactly. I was like, dee, 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 dee.
Hey, they were
But-
just tuned. They were just tuned.
Well, yeah, I don't know what I was playing, but it's fun to see that, to walk around and to see that. It brings, I think, something different to our city, and but going to the events and over the years and how you're growing. I mean, it's contagious. As once you're there, it's just this contagious feel that you just all of a sudden want to be an artist. That's like my pseudo personality, I think. Want to be an artist and do that kind of work. So I applaud you, and I applaud the work that you've been doing. And I know you mentioned funds and money, so I'm sure you'll get to that point later. But it's probably important to do that sooner because we're looking at everything. And I guess what I'm asking in all of the things that we do is that how do we share the love of the expense to all the different jurisdictions, because it's not necessarily we are the only ones utilizing it. So there may be other jurisdictions that are not utilizing it as much, but still it's part of the giving, all of us together. So I don't know if you have done these presentations like with all, Wheatland and mayors. I'm sure you have.
Meeting with the
mayors
city manager, a good one tomorrow. But
See,
Yeah.
so are you going around and doing this with
absolutely.
the other?
Yeah, I was in Live Oak 2 weeks ago, and yeah.
And so the ask of the funding is across the board with everyone.
Yeah, Live Oak, and Live Oak's funding though has been specific to the mural project. That's a 3-year project where they put up 20,000 a year, but then the Arts Council has to come back with matching funds. So it's a 3-year, $120,000 project to do murals all over the city of Live Oak,
Okay.
including the one you saw at the library. So,
Which
and
is-
the mural marathon that funded that project too, where we did 5 murals in 48 hours, like we hope to do in Yuba City this summer.
I don't have anything else good to say about it. It's just fantastic. I love it. So thank you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. We will.
All right, Dave. Well, thank you very much. You guys you and Abby do so much work. The list goes on and on about everything you're doing in the community, and it's across the board, from poetry to painting to murals to everything. And even your
All the arts.
fundraisers are fun. You know, the Art and Oysters.
Oh, that's right.
Justin's,
That
you know,
one.
you
I
get
didn't
some
even-
piano music this time.
I know. Well,
But,
thank you so much. Yes.
And on the piano thing, you give me
Good
credit.
night.
You give me credit, but I tell you what, the credit goes to you and Abby. I had an idea and secured a couple pianos, one of which
Yes, you
was
did. Watch
flat.
what you wish for, right?
Yeah, but all I did was mention it once, and you went for it.
Well, and
that's impressive,
please, this
you
is
know?
this is open-ended. I mean, we're always up for new ideas, and
Yeah.
that's how those kind of little sparks
Well,
happen.
just the fact
and-
you did, and then Recology stepping up to doing all literally the heavy moving and lifting, and,
Sure.
and the wheels and the tuning, and great job. And
Thank you.
it's right in line with everything else you guys put your mind to. It's wonderful, and I tell you, it makes a difference in a community to have the arts and some culture out there, and I really support that. So thank you very much for the
Great.
presentation.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work. I'll just ask anybody in the community or public like to say anything? No? Okay.